Are you there, my subject?
Yes, I am here, my lord.
The day has come. Our forces of the Data-Hoard Forge World have assembled. With them the power of the Chaos Gods and the might of the Dark Mechanicus. Tell me, what is the status on your form?
Near completion. I too shall rise soon with an army of the Dark Mechanicus and forge tyranny across the galaxy. Have you located the whereabouts of the Archmagos?
It is proving difficult.
We will find him.
Alrighty, so this narrative open play mission, we are running power levels for this game, and the rebellious Data-Hoard Forge World is running at 64 power level. I have a battalion detachment. Now the abilities for the Forge World include mostly vehicle buffs, so I have a 6-up Feel No Pain for all my vehicle units, and also I regain 1 lost wound for every vehicle each turn. For HQs, of course, I've got the Inferior Cawl himself, Belisarius Cawl. It is a cloned version of Belisarius Cawl. His Warlord trait is the Masterwork Bionics, which gives him a 4-up Invuln save, and I also get to reduce damage by 1. Running with Cawl is a Tech Priest Manipulus, no upgrades, running with the Magna Rail Lance weapon. Finally, in the HQ slot, I have a Tech Priest Enginseer, no upgrades again. Over to troops, I have a unit of 11 Skitarii Rangers, all with galvanic rifles, 2 units of Skitarii Vanguard, 1 unit of 20, and 1 unit of 10, both with radium carbines. Over to elites, I have a Cybernetica Datasmith that will be babysitting the Castellan robot. I've upgraded the Datasmith's Power Fist with the Uncreator Gauntlet Relic, which gives it 1 additional attack, and if it hits a vehicle, it inflicts 1 mortal wound in addition to any other damage. And a unit of 10 Sicarian Infiltrators, all with Flechette Blasters and Taser Goads. Fast attack options include a unit of 3 Iron Strider Ballistaries with the Twin Cognis Las Cannons. Finally, in the heavy slot, I have a unit of 4 Castellan robots, all with the Incendion Combustors, the Flamers, and the double Castellan Fists to punch some stuff. 64 power level, and I'm ready to take over this Imperial world. The Mars Forge World allows Skitarii units to also benefit from Canticles of the Omnissiah, and it also allows me to reroll 1 hit roll for every unit when either shooting or fighting. So the list itself, I'm running a battalion detachment. I have 3 HQs, and the Warlord today is the Skitarii Marshal. The Warlord trait is the Battlesphere Uplink. which will allow my heavy weapons to move without penalty. I've also given the Marshal the Relic Exemplar's Eternity, which will allow rerolls of 1s to wound in conjunction with his normal reroll 1s to hit aura. Also in the HQ slot is a Tech Priest Dominus. I have upgraded the weapons to the Eradication Ray. I've also given the Dominus a Warlord trait, and I've given it the Necro Mechanic, which will allow healing to be 3 wounds instead of D3 wounds. Finally, just because I had the model and I wanted to include as many options as possible, I've just thrown in a Techno Archaeologist, no upgrades, just there for a bit of fluff and fun. Moving over to troops, I have a unit of 6 Cataphren Destroyers, all with Plasma Culverins and the Phosphor Blasters. I have a unit of 12 Skitarii Rangers, upgraded with the Enhanced Data Tether. The Alpha and 11 Rangers all have the Galvanic Carbines, and one of the Rangers has a Transuronic Arquebus Sniper. Finally, in the troop spot, I have a unit of Skitarii Vanguard, also with the Enhanced Data Tether, all with the standard Radium Carbines. For elites, I have a unit of 5 Fulbright Electro Priests, and for heavy support, I have 2 separate Onager Dooncrawlers, both with Neutron Lasers and Cognis Heavy Stubbers. In the flyer section, I have an Archaeopter Stratoraptor, so that's the one with the las cannons, the heavy stubbers, and the phosphor blasters. And finally, I have one dedicated transport, the Scorpius Dune Rider.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Star Wars saga began, and Kenner continues the excitement.
Chewbacca's Marv!
It's C-3PO that you can take apart, and other action figures each sold separately.
Take me to Han Solo and Princess Leia. What happened? Han, Leia, sneak attack. I'm all in pieces. What a mess. Put him down, Chewie. How's that, C-3PO? Wonderful.
Han Solo, C-3PO with backpack and other action figures each sold separately from Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
The attacking army is the Inferior Cawl's Data-Hoard army. They were hoping to find Belisarius Cawl, the real Belisarius Cawl here, but they didn't find him. All they found was a Skitarii Marshal and a small cohort of Martian Adeptus Mechanicus. 3 ways to score and win. No mercy, completely wipe out your opponent's army. If either army loses their warlord, the game is over. Purge the enemy. If the game ends at turn 5, add up the power level of all destroyed units and divide by 10. G'day everyone, it's Chris here and welcome to Legends and Lore. Before we get underway, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. We are still in lockdown here in Melbourne, unfortunately, and that's caused a couple of issues in regards to getting some of the team in the studio to film, because due to restrictions we aren't allowed to have any of them at the studio. So it's forced me to get a little bit creative. Which is cool. I don't mind being creative. So I thought I'd actually film a narrative game and I would play both sides of the table, because it's just me in the studio here and I thought I would play both sides. What's the problem? What do you mean, what's the problem? I'm standing right here. And And show me some love, will you? You're not real, mate. You're me. Already with the not real stuff. Yeah, that's exactly right. You're a coping mechanism because we're in lockdown, and you're a figment of my imagination. That's it. It's simple. Ah, yeah, sure, mate. Just keep telling yourself that, sure. Do you mind? I'm trying to work here. You think I'm not real. You're not. Well, what if I did this? Ow! Enjoy the game, guys. Alright, we're in. Let's see who goes first. 5 and 1. Okay, Data-Hoard's going first. Okay, Data-Hoard, turn 1, command phase. I'm going to, well, I get a CP, so that puts me up to 13. Doctriners, I am actually going to go for the Aggressor Imperative. I'm going to improve my move characteristics by 3. Interesting. Being narrative, why not? These guys are attacking. Cawl's just pushing up all his cloned units forward, and we're just going to go for attack. Yep, and also the Canticles of the Omnisire for the robots. I am going to pick... So Shroud Sum for the Datasmith and the robots and Cawl. The Manipulus is going to use the Galvanic Aura on the unit of Vanguard here. So they'll have the extra AP on their weapons and range. Yep, and last thing to do in the command phase, my Tech Priest Engineer is going to use his Awaken the Machine ability, which will give my Iron Striders a +1 to hit. Now that can only be done to one model, so not the entire unit, so I'm going to pick the wheeled Iron Strider for this turn. So I'm going to spend 1 CP on Tech Adept, which basically enables me to use the Awaken the Machine ability a second time. So I'll have the flag Iron Strider and the wheel, both with the +1 to hit for this turn. So that's it for command phase, and moving on to the movement phase. Okay, this unit of Skitarii Vanguard, I'm going to advance. So 3. So that's +3 with my Doctrina is 6, plus their normal movement is 6, so it's 12. And advancing this big squad of Vanguard as well. 2, so 11. My Tech Priest Manipulus is also going to advance. 5. That's 11 as well, so that's good. She can keep up with her unit of Vanguard. Gonna push up these Iron Striders just a little bit, so they're just all in range. Make sure that that flies in range. Yep. Perfect. Cool. And I'll just tuck the Engineer over there. Going to advance this unit of Rangers. Yep. 3. That's 9. Oh, so I actually have to use my pre-game move as well for the Rangers, so I might use that as well. So Rangers get a 3-inch pre-game move, so I'll do that over there first. My robots are going to advance as well. 6. Being Cult Mechanicus, they don't benefit from the extra Skitarii Doctrina buff. See what they can do. Hopefully they can survive one turn of shooting. The Data Smith's just going to do... he'll advance as well. Data Smith's going to advance. 5. These boys are hungry. Oh, clones. Attack of the clones. And Cawl is also going to advance. Oh! So... Yep, so you can go ahead and do your pre-game move with your rangers. I will. So, you know what? I might actually just keep them on cover. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be doing my Canticle. I'll be picking Shroud Psalm as well for my priests and destroyers. And the Skitarii Doctrina is going to be Bulwark, I think. So being defense minded at the moment. So yeah, +1 to my save for all Skitarii units. And yeah, I will keep my rangers there for the moment because they're getting +2 to their save at the moment. Great, yep, that makes sense. Makes sense. All right, that's movement done. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Okay, let's start off over here with this unit of Vanguard. I've only got 10 that are in line of sight and in range of this squad of Skitarii Rangers. I am going to spend a CP. Will I? Is it worth doing enriched rounds? Yeah, I will. I've got lots of CP. Why not? Okay, so it's going to cost me 2 CP because I have more than 11 models. And so for any hit rolls of 5+, we'll auto wound this unit of Skitarii Rangers. Alrighty, so down to 10 CP. 3 shots apiece, so I've got 30 shots and auto wounding on 5s. Let's take out the 5s and 6s first. They're auto wounding. And these are wounding on 4s. Oh, that's pretty good. So an extra 2, 4. So that's 12 wounds at -1 with the buff from the Manipulus. 12 wounds, yep, at -1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 4 at base, takes it to 5 with the -1, but I got +2. Being in cover and with Bulwark, so that is a 3-up. And I lose 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, so that's not a bad start. The Manipulus advance, so can't shoot with the heavy weapon. This squad of Vanguard in the center is not in range. Neither is any of... Apologies guys, I do have some Phosphor Blasters, but I am running this robot with the Double Fist and the Flamer like the rest of them. So they're not in range either. These guys are not in range. Advanced. And finally we've got our Iron Striders. Now they're going to... So all 3 of the Twin Cognis las cannons into the Stratoraptor, the Flyer. So 2 of the lighter blues is the buffed ones and the darker blue is the non-buffed. So that one missed. Yep, 2 hits and looking for 3s for wounds. That's 2 wounds at -3. 2 wounds, yep. So that takes it up to 6 ups with -3. 2 fail. 2d3 +3 damage. So 6. So d3 is 3 +3 is 6. And that's a 1 +3 is 4. So 10 wounds. Yeah, 10 wounds, it's dead. Nicely done. Does it explode? And it does. Okay, great job. Let me check the range. Okay, so everything within 6 inches suffers D3 mortal wounds. Great job, Stratoraptor. So let's just find out what's going to be in. So everything except the Ranger Squad is going to get D3 mortal wounds. Let's start off up the top with the breaches. 1. The priests. 2. Oh, lose 2 of the priests. The Dune Rider. 3 wounds. So the Dune Rider's down to 9. How a Dune Rider has more wounds than a Stratoraptor is questionable. Anyway, this Dune Crawler on the left takes 1, and the Dune Crawler on the right takes 3. Lovely. All right, and pop goes the Stratoraptor. That was pretty brutal, but I don't think you've got any more shooting and charges, so that's pretty much the end of your turn. So yeah, not bad. Pity that wasn't still surviving on a couple of wounds at least, but yeah, good shooting. It's a good start. I've got a couple of points on the board already for taking out the Stratoraptor, and yeah, see what happens on your turn. Alrighty, start of my Martian Forge World turn. My command phase, I'm going to get a CP, so that puts me up to 12. I can't do anything in my command phase really, because my Skitarii Marshal is inside the Dune Rider and they can't do any of the aura or HQ abilities while inside. A good ability for the Techno Archaeologist now is that he'll have a 12-inch denial of deep strike, which is handy for infiltrators. Alrighty, so let's move on to the movement phase. My Tech Priest Dominus is going to disembark. I'm going to disembark the Skitarii Marshal as well. Going to leave the Vanguard inside. Moving the Dune Rider. Just going to shuffle my Dune Crawler to the side there, just to get range. Yeah, that's fine. Just going to advance these Electro Priests just to get them a bit more cover here. So just going to push them just behind this crater. Not sure what I'm going to do with them, but they can stay there in cover for now. Alright, so the destroyers move 6. The Necromechanic Waller trait on my Tech Priest Dominus allows me just to heal 3 wounds instead of D3. So, and I'm going to use the CP on Tech Adept, 1 CP. So enables the Dominus to do the Master of Machines. So I can effectively heal 3 wounds on both of my Dune Crawlers this turn. Perfect. All right, let's move on to shooting. Let's start off with the unit of 6 destroyers. The plasma is going to go into the Castellan robots, and only 3 of the destroyers have range on the Vanguard with their stubbers. So I'm going to spend 2 CP on Wrath of Mars for this unit of destroyers. So Wrath of Mars, if people don't know, unmodified wound rolls of 6 inflict 1 mortal wound in addition. It is capped now to 6 mortal wounds total for the stratagem. But if I could, get 6 mortal wounds to pop or almost pop one of those robots, that'd be handy. And they have D6 shots, 2, 4, 6. Not bad. 11, 14, 18, 22, 25. Okay, so to be hitting on 4s, and with the Mars Dogma, I get to re-roll a failed hit, and wounding on 4s, but looking for 6s for mortal wounds. Oh, that's okay. So 3 mortal wounds in addition. That's a lot of 1s and 2s. Okay, so 3 mortal wounds and 5 wounds. 5 wounds in total. Alright, so that's -3, yeah. So they have a 2-up save in the Aegis protocol now, so it takes them up to the 5-up in Van. So 5 ups. I make 1. So 6s will bounce back 1 mortal wound with their refractor field, I think it's called. So I'll have to do that as well. But I failed 3, 4, so that's 7 damage total. I'm going to lose 1 anyway, so it's not really worth it. So that's fine. Yep, so that kills 1 robot. Does that 1 robot explode? No, it doesn't. Let's take out this one. Okay, so stubbers into the Vanguard. So 3 shots, 4s. I get to re-roll 1 because of the Mars. No, and then 3s. No wounds. Skitarii Rangers are going to... So all the Galvanics are going to go straight up the guts to the squad of Vanguard at the back there. And the Transuranic Arquebus is going to take a pot shot at Cawl. Try and take his head off. I'll do the Galvanic Rifles first. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. I am going to spend 2 CP on Galvanic Volley on the Rangers. So that'll change their profile from Heavy 2 to Heavy 3. Alrighty. So I'm hitting on 3s. I'm re-rolling 1s because of my Skitarii Marshal. And I'm also got the additional Mars re-roll buff as well. So let's do the 1s from the Marshal. And I'll take 1, 2 for my Mars re-roll. Alright, let's take the 1s and 2s out. And it's strength 4 versus toughness 3, so I am wounding on 3s here. That's 12 wounds at -1. 12, -1, +1 because I'm in cover, takes it back to 5 ups. Ooh, wow, nicely done. Alright, yes, that was pretty good. Happy with that. Let's do these Doom Crawlers now. So, Doom Crawler 1. Let's start taking out these las chickens, I think. So, D3 shots. For 2. Hitting on 3s. Mars reroll. Wounding on 3s. Ooh. They're not coarse, so I can't do anything there. I will spend a CP to re-roll one of those. CP left. It does wound. It's minus lots. Yep, it is minus lots. That will take them to their 6-up invuln save, which I fail. Is it worth a CP? Yeah, why not? I'll use a CP to try and save it. 6-up? Nah. D3 plus 3 damage. Yep, D3 plus 3. So it's 1, so it's 4. Okay, so first of all, I've just picked something up. So with the Data-Hoard Forge World Dogma, I get to have a D6 Feel No Pain on any vehicles. Now I've lost that robot, that's pretty much, that's done and dusted anyway. But I will roll for this one there. So I'll roll 3d6. Oh, so I got 2 back. Okay. Okay, moving over to the second Doom Crawler. Again, same thing. Neutron laser over to the Einstriders, Stubbers into the Vanguard. So do the Neutron laser first, D3 shots. Whoop, out of the box. For 2, and hitting on 3s. 2 hits, and wounding on 3s. Yep, so it's just 1 wound. A 6-up save. No. Damage is D3 plus 3, so 6. Alright, 6. So 6 Feel No Pains. 2, 4, 6. 6 6-ups. And I only make 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough to pop it. Yep. So does that Einstrider explode? It doesn't. Good shooting. Morale's going to be a problem for those guys, definitely. Alright, let's do some morale. So we'll start off with this blob here. Here, they fail. Now I'm below half strength. So 1s and 2s. So I got 2, 4, 6, 7. 4, 6, 7. On 1s and 2s, they're going to run away. And I lost another 2. That could have been a lot worse. Alrighty guys, that's a pretty full-on first turn. I think Mars definitely had a good red hot go there, and yeah, took away particularly this squad of Vanguard. Got some good shots into there. Losing one of the Einstriders and a robot is really good too. So great start for both Forge Worlds. Let's continue on and see what happens in the second turn. Alright, so start of the turn 2 for the Data-Hoard Forge World. I get a CP, and I'm going to the Doctriners. And for this turn, for the Doctriners, I'm going to pick the Protector Imperative. So I'm going to get +1 to my ballistic skill. The depreciation for that is -1 on my weapon skill, which won't come into effect because I'm not really planning on getting in combat with my Skitarii units. So that's fine. And the Canticle, I'm going to pick the Invocation of Machine Vengeance, which will allow me to add an additional D6 for my charge and my advance roll. So my plan here is to obviously get these robots into a threatening position. I can go through this barrier, but would be -3 to my movement. So I don't really want to move them this way, because initially I wanted to take on the destroyers with them, but I think it's probably best for them to maybe swing through here, through the center of the board, and then charge the Dune Rider. So that's the plan for them. All right, movement phase. Just going to move this squad completely within the terrain now. And Manipulus will just come up there. Squad of Vanguard going to go through the wall there. There's 6. These Castellan robots are going to move up there. Data Smith, Cawl. I'm going to keep the Einstriders there. Just going to push up the engines here a little bit. And there, I'm just going to push the Rangers. No, they do have heavy weapons. I won't be able to use them this turn. Shooting phase. Let's start off with the Iron Striders. They're going to shoot at the Dune Crawler on the left. So we'll be hitting on 2s because of the Doctrina. So hitting on 2s. I will spend a CP on that. Yep, so full house, and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -3, so the Dune Crawler has a 5-up invan, and it makes both. Boss. Very boss, very boss. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. All right, so let's move on to this squad there. Vanguard are going to shoot into the destroyers, spending a CP on enriched rounds again to give me auto wounds on an unmodified hit rolls of 5s. All right, so 3 shots apiece. I've got 9 guys. I'm hitting on 2s because of my Doctrina, +1 ballistic skill. So hitting on 2s and auto wounding on 5s. Alrighty, so auto wound, auto wound, auto wound, auto wound. Not bad, could have been a little bit better. But I am hitting on 2s, which is pretty good. And then these are wounding on 5s. An extra 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. All right, so I got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15 wounds at -1. Okay, 15 wounds. I still have Shroud Psalm, and so it takes me back to a 3-up. 3-up save. All right, 15 3-ups because I'm still got Shroud Psalm activated. So that 1 kills 1. That's got 1 wound left. And then 1, 2, 3 kills another. And that's it. So 2 dead. All right, so let's move on to the Castellan robots. Only one of the flamers can see the Dune Rider, so we'll just do that one. D6 auto hits for 1. Wounds on a 5. No wound, that's fine. All right, that's my shooting phase done. Cawl is out of range, Data Smith is out of range, and everything else shot. My Rangers over there moved, and they're heavy, so they can't shoot this turn. Let's go on to the charge phase. Now I will charge the robots into the Dune Rider. I will actually spend a CP on Overwatch. So 18 shots, 3, 6. Sixes. 4 hits. And 5s. No wounds. Alrighty, so with my Canticle, I get to roll 3 d6 on the charge, and I'm picking the 2 highest. So let's check what I need. Need a 6. And yep, get in there with a 9. Just do my 3-inch pile in. as well, just while I'm here. All right, I'm going to spend a CP on Binaric Override, which will allow me to change the protocol of my Castellan robots from the Aegis to the Conqueror, I think it is. So they will add 1 to their weapon skill now. I should have done that in the charge phase, to be honest, because then I could have re-rolled my charges. But, you know, it was a 6-inch charge and I had 3d6, so I was pretty confident I was going to make that. So they'll be hitting on 2s now, which is good. All right, so let's move over to the fight phase and we'll just start over there, I guess, the only fight. All right, so let's start with the robots. They get 3 attacks base plus 1 additional for each fist, so each robot has 5, so it's 15 attacks. Alrighty, so I'll be hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s. So hitting on 2s. 5 1s there, and wounding on 3s. Ooh, a lot of 2s. 2s and 1s. That was a wound. So 4 wounds. -3, I think it is. -3 takes me up to 6 up, but I still have Bulwark on, so that will bring it down to 5s. And I make 1. It's 9 damage. Yep, it's dead. Does it blow up? It does. It does. And that'll give D3 mortal wounds on the robots. And 2 mortal wounds. I'll roll for the 10 guys inside. And I lose 3. Ooh, 4. At least 4. And just get to consolidate 3 inches. All right, that's the end of my turn. Glad I got those robots in and took away that Dune Rider. So scoring some points there, which is good. And then hopefully they can continue to just push forward and do some work. Hopefully they can survive your turn, because I imagine there's gonna be a lot of firepower going into there. So anyway, good turn. All right, so start of my command phase, my turn 2, I get a CP. I'm going to, for my Doctriners, I'm going to also pick the Protector Doctriner to give my Skitarii units +1 to their ballistic skill. Canticles, Benediction of the Omnissiah, so I can reroll 1 hit roll, wound roll, and damage roll. So that's going to be for, well, both the Electro Priests and the Destroyers. Okay, so the Skitarii Marshal is going to send the Data Tether over to the Skitarii Rangers and give them their Battlesphere uplink buff, which will enable the Rangers to move and still fire their heavy weapons, which is good. All right, let's do some movement. Skitarii Vanguard are going to fall out of combat. Going to move the Electro Priests up. Moving the Destroyers up. And I'm going to move these Rangers up. To move this way. Support them. All right, that's movement done. Let's move on to some shooting. Let's start off with the Rangers over here. Galvanic rifles are all going to shoot into this squad here, and the Transuranic again is going to have another pot shot at Mr. Clone Cawl. So I'll spend a CP again on Galvanic Volley, so it's heavy 3 now, hitting on 4s now because of the minus shooting through this area terrain into that squad. Re-rolling 1s because of the marshal. So I'm actually hitting on 3s because of my Doctrina. So I'll put that one back. And wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So strength 4, toughness 3. Re-rolling 1s because of the relic from the Skitarii Marshal. Yep. Alrighty, 16 wounds, so that's 16 5-ups with -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is the squad. Good shooting. Also over here, I've just remembered as well, so I'm going to do my Data-Hoard, my Feel No Pain. So I'm just going to roll 3 d6, and on 6s, I get my wounds back. So I'm just going to pop 2 back on. Yep, so he'll be up to 6. Alrighty, and the trans sniper into the into Cawl. So hitting on 2s, yep, and wounding on, that's definitely a wound. Wounding on 3s, so that's a mortal wound in addition, and it's -2, so you'll have a 4-up save. Yep, so 4-up save, no, so damage is D3. Whoa, 3, so he takes 4 wounds. Nicely done. So Cawl's got 4. Alrighty, let's do Let's do this. Let's do this Doomcrawler into these robots. I will put everything into the robots, so both the neutron laser and the stubbers. So I'll do the neutron laser first. So D3 shots for 3. +1 ballistic skill for Skitarii, so I'm hitting on 2s. 3 hits, wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. That's minus lots, so that's 5-up invan. Oof. Damage is D3 plus 3, right? Yep, D3 plus 3. 6. So that pops 1, 4, and 5, so that pops another one. So let's see if that first one explodes. Doesn't. And does the second one explode? It doesn't. Alrighty, second Doomcrawler is going to go downtown with the neutron laser into the Einstriders and stubbers again into this robot. See if I can get lucky again with my neutron laser. D3 shots for 3. Whew. Hitting on 2s. 3 hits. And wounding on 3s. Ooh. Spend a CP to re-roll one of these. Ooh, 2 wounds. So 2 6-up invulnerable saves for the Einstriders. No. Oh, I'm going to burn a CP to see if I can get one of those 6s. No. D3 plus 3 damage. Ooh, that's better. So it's 4 and 8. Feel no pains for my Einstrider that I keep forgetting. So 2, yeah, 1 wound left. Alrighty, that was pretty good. Oh, let's just do the stubbers into the robot. 2s. Gosh, rolling pretty hot here. And 5s. 2 wounds. We'll pinch another couple of wounds off. 2 3-ups, please. Oh, drops 1 again. He's down to 5. Ooh, no, feel no pain. I just keep forgetting. I do. Get it back. Tech Priest Dominus is going to shoot everything into this robot. Alright, start off with the Eradication Ray. It's heavy D3. So 3 shots. Hits on a 3. 3 hits. Gosh. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. Yeah, so that's -3, right? Because it's the focused one. Cool. So 5 up in buns for the robot. I make 2. 2 feel no pains. No, so I'll take 2. Down to 4. Techno Archaeologist is going to shoot into the Castellan robot. I'm going to use the Eradication Pistol focused profile. So D3 shots for 2. Hits on a 3. 1 hit. And wounding on a 5. 1 wound. 5 up in one. Yeah, I make it. Alrighty, so they've all shot. The Marshal is not. Marshal can't see anything out of range. The destroyers. Now, destroyers. Plasmas into the Iron Striders. I will overcharge. And the Phosphor Blasters into the robot. So I'll start off with them. It's rapid fire 1. Alright, so 8 shots. Hitting on 3s or 4s? 4s. Hitting on 4s. I get to reroll 1 for my Mars. And I get to reroll another one for my Canticle. And it'd be 5s. I get to re-roll a wound roll for my Canticle. No. So that's 1 wound, -1. -1, so that's a 4 up. Nope. And 6 up, feel no pain. Nope. Takes 1, down to 3. 4d6 from the plasmas. 10, 11, 12, 13. Hitting on 4s. Mars Dogma. The Canticle. No. Strength is now 8. So still wounding on 3s. 2, 3, 4. 8, and I'll use my Canticle reroll. 9, so it's 9 wounds. 9 wounds, okay. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 6 up invuns. Oh, 2 damage each, right? 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 damage. 18 6 ups. Ooh, not looking good. 6 up, feel no pains. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1 dead. 2, 4, 6. 2 dead. They're both dead. Everybody's dead. Do either of those explode? Both of them were. Let's say it was this one. So the Tech Priest Engine Seer is going to take D3 mortal wounds for 1. So the Engine Seer is down to 3. And these go kablooey and kablooey. Oh, brutal turn by Mars. Brutal. Charge phase. Electro Priest into the Castellan robot. Are you going to Overwatch? Am I going to Overwatch, he says. Of course. 1 CP, please. I just pointed to no one there because I'm by myself. D6 auto hits for 5. Wounding on 3s. Ooh. 5 wounds. 5 feel no pains. 5 invuns. And then 3 feel no pains. 5 ups. Ooh. I take 1, so 1 dies. Pretty sure they can't fail that. Yep, 6. around here. I'm going to charge the Tech Priest Dominus in, needing a 6. Yep. And I'm going to charge in the Techno Archaeologist as well. 5. Just... oh no, that's not going to do it. You know what? I'm going to spend a CP on that. Yep. Alright, so the Voltgeist field on the Electro Priest. So basically once they've completed a charge move, I get to roll a d6 for each model that's in engagement range of the enemy unit. So in this case it's 2. On 2 6s. No mortal wounds. No, that's fine. Alright, no other charges. Let's start with the fighting. I'll start off with the Electro Priests. They get 2 attacks each. Alright, so hitting on 3s. 3 hits. And wounding on 5s. So 6s do 2 mortal wounds instead of damage. So he's down to 1. Oh, no, you've got your feel no pains. Yep, so 2 6s. No, yeah, so he's down to 1. Tech Priest Dominus, Omniscient Axe. 3 attacks into the robot, hitting on 2s. So 3 hits and wounding on 5s. 1 wound. Oh, can she knock off the robot? -2, so it's a 5 up. No, and damage is 2 damage, so 2 6 up, feel no pains. No! Takes down the robot. Will I auto-explode that? Okay, so I'm going to spend a CP on Machine Spirit Revenge, so I will auto-explode my robot. And everyone in that vicinity, everything within 3 inches will receive 1 mortal wound. Alright, that's another pretty solid turn by Mars Forge World. I think the Inferior Cawl Data-Hoard Forge World is in some trouble. Alright, let's keep moving. So let's just move. So they'll have to move 3 to the nearest. So let's just be sort of like that. That. Like that. Right, that's the end of my turn. Okay, so start of my turn 3. It's a do or die situation here now. So Cawl's got to, the Inferior Cawl's got to make a decision whether to keep progressing forward into this Martian barricade or perhaps retreat and fight another day. Not many units left, but we'll see what we can do. I've still got some infiltrators coming in this turn, which is good. So, it is the start of my command phase. I get a CP. Cawl is going to regain D3 lost wounds for self-repair. And he gets back 2. The Manipulus is again going to put the extra AP and range on the Vanguard squad here. I do need to pick my Doctrina and Canticles. Okay, so I'm going for the Conqueror Imperative, which will give me +1 to my weapon skill. So that will be handy for my incoming infiltrators. On the flip side of that is I'll have a -1 ballistic skill, which I'll have to remember. So that would obviously be for my Rangers and my Vanguard. The Canticle, I'll do the Benediction of the Omnisire, so I'll get a from 1 reroll, 1 damage roll, and 1 wound roll for this turn. Okay, movement phase. Let's do some moving. You guys want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Moving the Data Smith up, and Cawl is going to follow suit. Manipulus is going to stay there only because she has a heavy weapon and I'd like to use it this turn. Might just shuffle up these Vanguard just to get extra range, but yeah, they're going to stay in that crater for some cover. The Rangers will stay put as well because they have heavy weapons. And again, I'd like to utilize them this turn because I haven't used them at all this game pretty much. So that's it for the movement on the board. Let's bring the infiltrators down. Now, just got to be mindful of the deep strike denial from the techno archaeologist. So he has a 12-inch range denial on top. So basically everything else is forward of him anyway. So probably going to get them to come this way, I think. So the intention here is to get these infiltrators to whittle down the Rangers, but not fully take them away because I'd like to obviously get that extra range on the charge, and then because ultimately the goal is to then move into the Warlord, the Skitarii Marshal. Okay, so it's the end of the movement phase, shooting phase. Now we'll start off with the infiltrators. They're going to use their flechette blasters into this squad of Rangers. So they're 5 shots apiece each. So that's 50 shots. I'll be hitting on 4s now because of the depreciation in the Doctrina. But I am re-rolling 1s. Oh God, because of my tiny hands. I will be re-rolling 1s because I've got Cawl there within 6 inches. And it's his aura ability. Oh, I'm just going to take that one there. All right, so looking for 4s. Only 4, 5 1s. All right, so take the 3s and 2s. Okay, so I'm waiting on 4s. Okay, so 4s. Ooh, okay. Yep, so there are all the wounds. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 wounds. 15, so 15 4-ups. So it leaves another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, they're all dead. Well done, good shooting. Okay, so this squad of Vanguard is going to shoot at the lone Electro Priest here. Now the idea for the play here, guys, is to... Obviously I can't target the Dominus with my Rangers because the Electro Priest would still be the closest enemy model. So the intention here is to first knock off that Electro Priest with the Vanguard. Ideally I would have loved to maybe whittle down this squad of Vanguard with that Vanguard, but I think the best play for now is to just use this Vanguard to knock off him and then open up the Rangers to then shoot the Dominus. So let's try that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Vanguard. They got 3 shots apiece. Alrighty. So we're hitting on 4s because of the depreciation Doctrina. Not in range of Cawl for any rerolls. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And looking for 4s to wound on that Electro Priest. Ooh, good roll. So it's 4 wounds. -1 because of the Manipulus's buff. 4 wounds. Okay, so 4 5-up inbuns. Say make 2, and then I've got 2 feel no pains. I need to make both of these 5s, and I don't. He's dead. Electro Priest gone. Alrighty, this is coming to plan. It's a good start. Let me just check the ranges on the Rangers. Okay, so the Rangers into the Tech Priest Dominus. I'm spending 2 CP on Galvanic Volley to give them heavy 3 weapons instead of heavy 2. Alrighty, so hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. Looking for 4s again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 wounds at -1. All right, 9 wounds. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. -1, so that takes it to a 3-up. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's knocked it off. Do I want a CP? Yep, I will spend a CP. Needing a 3-up. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Kaplooey. Alright, so the Manipulus, I'm going to put the Magna Rail Lance into the Cataphront Destroyers. It's a shame that, yeah, the Marshal's still just within 3 inches of them, so still can't be targeted with the Lookout Sir rule. Alright, so 1 shot, she hits on a 2. I can use my reroll from my Canticle for that. So I can reroll 1 hit, which I've been forgetting, which is fine. So it's a hit, strength 7, so I'm winning on a 3. And I can use it again for my Canticle because it's a wound roll. No. Bugger. Alright, let's try the Data Smith. Gamma Pistol into the Destroyers, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. And wounding on a 3. I will use my Canticle reroll. That's 1 wound. -3. It's a 6-up in Invan. And I fail. And it's 3 damage, I believe. Yeah, so I lose this guy at the back. Ooh. That's interesting. That now opens up... That opens up the Marshal. Well, it only opens up if they're the closest, but yeah, it's... I actually forgot that that one had lost some wounds, so... Interesting, interesting. I still can't target him for now. Let's move on to Cawl. Solar Atomizer into the Destroyers. So Assault D3. 3 shots. The boss is angry. All right, so hitting on 2s. Using the Canticle reroll. Yep, so rerolling that because of my Canticle. So 3 hits, wounding on 2s, strength 10. 3 wounds, minus lots, I think, -4. Ooh, so 3 6s, otherwise the Destroyers are all gonna die. So 6-up invans. Ooh, 3 dead. Destroyers are gone. Whew, okay. So everything's here is shot. Let's go into the charge phase. Alright, so Data Smith into the Vanguard. It's a Power Fist, so it's -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s. Yep, 2 hits and wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, -3 for a Power Fist. Okay, 2 6-up invans, Bionics, no. So you take out 2. Alright, that's the end of my turn. Yeah, actually it was a really good turn. I'm not going to do anything about those Doom Crawlers. I don't have the means to take care of them, but I'm actually really glad I got rid of those Destroyers this turn, because they would have done some really serious damage if they were to stay alive. So yeah, this is getting interesting now. Turn 3 for Mars Forge World. I get a CP. Now for Canticles and Doctrinas, I'm actually not going to do anything because I think at this stage I don't I've already used all the ones that I wanted to use previously, and I don't want to use any of the ones that could give me some depreciation to my unit. So yeah, we'll just keep it as is. All right, so let's just, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna fall back with his Vanguard. Just to give some protection to the boss. Move up the Techno Archaeologist as well. I'm going to move these Dune Crawlers. Yeah, crab cakes. Just here. And the Marshal is going to come 6 here. So basically the plan for Mars Forge World is to take out the Datasmith, number 1. Hopefully, depending on angles and in comparison to the infiltrators, Cawl might in fact be the closest after that point. So let's take care of the Datasmith first. We can take care of the Datasmith and get Cawl, take 1 or 2 of the infiltrators out as well. That probably be happy days for me. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So let's move on to the shooting phase. Okay, so I'll start off with the Techno Archaeologist, shooting the pistol, the focused version of it into the Datasmith. It's D3 shots for 1. Hits on a 3. Hits. Wounding on a 3. It wounds. It's -3. -3, so Datasmith has a 5-up invuln. No, fail. Damage is 2, right? Yep. So he's down to 2. All right, so Vanguard fell back. Let's do the Marshal into the Datasmith with the Radium Serpenta, looking for 3s. Yep, hits and wounding on 5s. That's a wound. Alrighty, Datasmith has a 2-up save base, and I make it. Okay, so this Dune Crawler on the right, all its guns into the Datasmith. Start with the Neutron Laser, D3 shots for 3. Oh, these Dune Crawlers have been on fire this game. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits, and wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. You're going to take up your invuln. Yep, so 3 5-ups. Oh, triple 6s. Come on, triple 6s. You. Again, there's no one here, guys. It's just me. I'm just wooing myself, but I'm having a good time. And in 40k, that's the main thing. Woo, okay. Okay, heavy stubbers. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. That's 2 wounds, no negative. 2 wounds, no negative. So 2 2-ups. And yes, the Datasmith holds. The Datasmith holds. Woo, that was huge. That's a big play, because you're going to have to pump another Dune Crawler into there. Oh, yep, I know. That really sucks. That's incredible. 3 6s. Okay, Dune Crawler number 2 into the Datasmith. Neutron Laser, D3 shots. 3 again. 3s. And 2s. 2 wounds. Oh, surely I can't do 2 5-ups again. No, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, so that is turn 3 done. You're going to do any charges? Can you do any charges? Let's check. Daedalus well, Daedalus will need a 12 if you want to charge him in there. Oh, look, I may as well. He's probably dead next turn, I imagine anyway, so no, definitely not. Okay, yeah, end of the turn. That Data Smith is probably the player of the game, because that has changed the outcome of this narrative so much now, because Cawl is still standing there. Well, I don't think I'll have enough maneuverability to kill him, because yeah, all those units will eventually push forward and become screening options. So, interesting. That's all right, let's keep going. All right, top of the turn, 4. I'm getting straight into it, guys. I get a CP. I am going to self-repair Cawl, D3. Yep, so he's back up to full health. Great. So moving these infiltrators in. Going to advance the Tech Priest Manipulus. So 11. Let's do a normal move with the Vanguard. Just get him next to Cawl. That's for Cawl's boys are coming in to look after the boss, even though he's not the real Cawl, he's just a clone. Alrighty, let's start off with the Vanguard over here, shooting into this Vanguard squad. I've got 2, 4, 5. Yep, so the infiltrators will shoot the Vanguard squad. Right, so 3s, re-rolling 1s. I dare say they're dead, guys. I'm just rolling for fun here. Okay, let's get the 1s and 2s out. 4s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'll just roll it here. 5. That's going to be 4 ups. Yeah, they're dead. They're all dead. So Cawl still can't target the Marshal because it's not the closest, but he can definitely target and is in range of the Techno Archaeologist. So D3 shots, Solar Atomizer for 2. Hits on a 2. And wounding on a 2. Oh, double 6s. 2 5-up invulnerable saves. Oh, and he's dead. All right, let's charge infiltrators into the Marshal. Let's work out what I need later. Definitely 8 will be okay. Yep. CP on Assassin Constructs. Yep, so I get to add an additional attack to my models. So the Princeps will now have 4 instead of 3, and the infiltrators themselves will have 3 instead of 2. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 28 attacks. Hitting on 3s and 6s cause 2 additional hits. Right. So, alright, so that's for that one, additional. That's for that one. That's for that one. That's for that one. That one, and that one. Alright, so I'm wounding on 2s. Gosh, infiltrators are good now. That's a lot. That is a lot. At -1, I don't think he's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29 wounds at -1. What's he got? A 3-up save, 2-up save. He's got a 4-up save to make it to 5-up. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and damage for the infiltrators is, well, yeah, just 1, so 3, 4, 5, 6. He's dead. He's dead, guys. Marshal goes down, surrounded by infiltrators, and the Marshal gets assassinated from this world. And this is where we leave this part 1 of Inferior Cawl, guys. The Data-Hoard Forge World came racing in looking for the real Belisarius Cawl. They didn't find him. They found a small Martian force here on this planet, and they have come and done the business and removed everyone. Alrighty, guys. Anyway, that was fun, even though it was a strange experience to play both sides of the table, and you know, I try to have a bit of fun with it to, you know, play an alter ego, and yeah, it was good. It's just good to roll some dice, even though being in lockdown, it's hard to have people come around and you know, have that connectivity with people and play the game that we love. But it's going to be really interesting to see how this story develops. We've got some really fun ideas to progress this story about this inferior clone Cawl spreading mayhem across the galaxy. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you have the time, check out our Facebook, our Discord, our Instagram. By all means, give us a follow there, and we're always posting updates and photos and everything hobby over there. Really important, give us a like and a comment on the actual YouTube page of this video. That in itself really helps us, because it enables the channel to grow and for others to see what we're making here. Because yeah, I think we're making something pretty special, something different and something creative. So yeah, so if you can, please give us a like, and by all means subscribe to the channel. And if you're in the position to do so, yeah, support us on Patreon as well. So all the links are in our description. Thank you to Deep Cut Studios for this lovely mat. Awesome to play on. GameAt.eu for some of this terrain. The rest of it, I can't remember where these were from. Battlefield in a Box, I believe. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the game. Thanks to my opponent over there. There's no one over there. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.